present our third Rock of Ages talent show. Please stand for our national anthem performed by Ms. Michelle Fannin.
Oh, sing, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of love reign.
Ladies and gentlemen, we call your attention now to our POW MIA display representing all who could not physically be with us tonight. You are represented and here with us in spirit. You are not forgotten. Please observe a moment of silence. Now, introducing your host, a man with many ties to us. His late grandmother and mom are past presidents of the Ladies Auxiliary. His uncle is a famous past commander, and his dad served with both the British and American Armed Forces. Please welcome Rob Jones.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome. Thanks for being here tonight to Post 7262, the Greenville VFW, for our third annual Rock of Ages talent show to benefit the Veterans Memorial Park and Digital Library. Please give yourselves a round of applause for showing up tonight. How about it? And, excuse me. There we go. It is, of course, Veterans Day, so what an appropriate night for showing off all of this talent. Why don't we take a moment, and if all of the veterans in the room would please stand and be recognized so that we can acknowledge you and thank you each and every one for your service. Thank you all, ladies and gentlemen, for your service. As some of you probably know, I host live team trivia here at the Greenville VFW. It takes place the second Saturday of every month, except tonight, because that is the second Saturday. So we're moving it to next week this month. But if you would join us, it's a great fundraiser for the club. We play trivia in the back canteen. It is open to the public. Great prizes available, and a lot of fun, most importantly. We give away 9 prizes through the course of the night. So hope you'll make it out sometime for live team trivia here at Post 7262. And if you would, check out www.triviajones.com. That's my plug for the night. Well, we hope to highlight the amazing success that we've had with the Veterans Digital Library mission so far. And one of those successes is that we now have student interviewers for what we do. Every year we're raising the bar with the Memorial Park and Digital Library, and I believe you're going to see just how high that bar has been raised with tonight's show. And one such way that we've raised that bar is by involving Greenville High School students and the interactive media television curriculum. With that said, what I'd like to do is introduce you to my student co-host, my assistant for the night, who is the first GHS student to take on the task of interviewing veterans. If you were here earlier, you saw him and what a great job he did on the video. But he's taking on the task of interviewing veterans for the Digital Library. Would you please give a warm welcome to Matthew Kindley. Matt, please. Welcome, and I am glad you're here.
I'm happy to be here. I'm honored to be here with the American Legion and the VFW, even if Mike did force me into doing this in a locked car on the highway. he really did, I'm not joking.
Now, wait just a minute though. Mike, is this kid supposed to have a microphone? I thought he was my assistant. I didn't know I was going to have to share the stage and the spotlight tonight with somebody. Can't you just get back and like check my dressing room? I wanted a 71.5 degrees Fahrenheit, constant, chilled, slightly chilled Evian water. Don't forget the green M&Ms either, okay?
Can I help at least a little bit? Okay.
Of course you could help. You've already been a big, huge help to the program. Matt's parents, who I don't believe are with us tonight, but Zane and Dawn Kindley of Greenville. So Matt, good. Once again, I'm glad you're here with us. All right. So ladies and gentlemen, it's our honor tonight to introduce the celebrity panel of judges who have joined us. And we are very excited to tell you that tonight, all of our judges are U.S. veterans. We're so grateful and privileged to have them. Yes. They're all seated up front here. We're grateful. We're privileged to have them. Each one is an example of our mantra, which is never stop serving. And each one's working towards goals that are higher than themselves. So we are honored to have the State Commander, Bob Gioni, VFW, Department of Ohio, with us. Bob? Would you care to step forward and just say a couple words?
I guess I can say something.
Thank you, Bob. Thanks for being here.
Good evening, everybody. Just greetings from the state of Ohio, VFW. Some 60,000 of us. And, I hope you enjoy tonight, and I'm glad to be here and well, proud to be able to help out with this. Thank you.
Glad to have you. Bob Gioni, what's your step one more time?
Also here is co-author of Saluting Our Grandmas and former commander of Wright-Patterson Air Force Base, Colonel retired Cassie Barlow. She is escorted here tonight by her husband, Tim.
Next is Chief of Public Safety, as well as Police Chief, Fire Chief, Jack of all trades, I guess. He's also in Union, Ohio, not far from here. He's also commander of the American Legion 707 in Inglewood. Mike Blackwell is with us down here. And Mike's here tonight with his lovely wife, Amy. Thank you both for being here.
Our digital library new IT team leader and veteran. He's chief of University of Dayton IT and an accomplished drummer, Dave Wilson. He is here tonight with his wife, Shawn, a Greenville High School alumni, and their teenagers, Zoe and David.
Also with us, the commander of Darke County Chapter number 57 Disabled American Veterans, and Greenville Honor Guard Coordinator, Bob Foster. Bob's here with his friend Dorothy tonight. Thank you, Bob and Dorothy.
The American Legion Post 140, right next door here, just got a brand new historian, and we drafted him as our lead biographer, Lieutenant Colonel retired Richard Martin.
Now these 6 judges are going to have the very difficult task of selecting tonight the best overall show and the most original show. You, the audience, of course, will be put to work as well. You'll have the job of choosing the People's Choice Award tonight. So please pay close attention throughout the performances, because you'll be voting later this evening online. So we encourage you to step over to our merchandise table. You can purchase 50/50 raffle tickets. Yes, right over there. 50/50 raffle drawing tickets. We also have some great t-shirt offerings as being displayed by our team. Very good. And you can take a moment to just donate to our very important cause, the Veterans Digital Library and Memorial Park. We also want to thank Big Brothers and Big Sisters who are in charge of the concession stands tonight. So if you haven't already, be sure to visit the concessions for a very good cause. Thank you all for being here. Now, as you already know, admission is free tonight to the show, and we need to thank some of our very generous sponsors, actually all of our sponsors, for making that possible. First, let's thank H&R Block.
This post, VFW Post 7262.
The Early Bird newspaper.
And Second National Bank.
And because we want everyone to know the great things that we're doing for veterans history awareness and news, for those of you watching at home, you can make your pledge of support as well. We've got a couple telephone numbers for you to call. 937-548-4004. 548-4004 if you're watching at home and want to make a pledge of support. We also have 937-542-0966. 542-0966 to make a pledge of support. And as they say, if the lines are busy, please try again. Your pledge will be very important. Alternatively, if you prefer, you can email us a pledge for a donation at gvmpdl@gmail.com. That's Greenville Veterans Memorial Park Digital Library, gvmpdl@gmail.com.
Whether you're here live or our audience or watching at home, you can enter our free door prize drawing by texting 51660 to VETS. Oh, Whoops. Text VETS, V-E-T-S, to 51660. And like us on our Facebook page, the Veterans Memorial Park and Digital Library. What are you doing, bro? It's where we will be streaming and voting later. Thank you so much for all your support.
All right, now it's time to get the show up and running. Exactly what you're here for, and our judges are ready. Our first act is our very own chairman and repeat offender at the talent show, presented by the Darke County DAV 57. Please welcome to the stage Don Double D Dietrich.
I didn't just sing on. Okay, I didn't know I was going to follow Comedy Act, but you guys are all right. I'm here to sing Rock of Ages, a song about Rock of Ages. Merle Haggard and Willie Nelson. Willie wrote it, and Merle sang it. Now, Merle and I were out late last night working on this, so if Merle can't keep up with me, we're not going to worry about that, because I'm sure there's going to be a few mistakes. There's a family Bible on the table. Its pages are torn and hard to read, but the family Bible on the table will ever be my key to memories. At the end of day, when work was over, and when the evening chores were finally done, Dad would read to us from the family Bible, and we'd count our many blessings one by one. I can see us sitting round the table when from the family Bible Dad would read. And I can hear my mother softly singing, Rock of ages, cleft for me. This old world of ours is full of trouble, and this old world would also so better be if we find more Bibles on the tables and mothers singing Rock of Ages cleft for me. I can see us sitting round the table when from the family Bible Dad would read. I can hear my mother softly singing, Rock of ages, cleft for me. Rock of ages, cleft for me.
Please, another round of applause for Don Double D Dietrich. Not so much because it was a great act, Don, but because this next act that Don is going to help out with is also why we're here. Would you please welcome to the stage H&R Block Dayton Springfield District Manager Kim Rosa. Kim.
How are you doing?
Good.
Just want to say thank you all for your service, and it's awesome to have a partnership, and we're just happy to be a part of the family, so appreciate it.
Kim, on behalf of the VFW, we appreciate your support, our efforts here.
A check from Kim and H&R Block in the amount of $1,960 for the Veterans Memorial Park and Digital Library. Thank you, H&R Block. Thank you, Kim.
What does DAV mean to you?
DAV for me means family. You know what? They're an awesome organization.
DAV means camaraderie.
In one word, DAV means service.
The DAV means inspiration to me.
DAV to me means the insurance of all future veterans' lives.
To me, DAV means commitment. Commitment to other veterans and helping them through the transition out of service.
DAV means to me integrity.
To me, DAV means brotherhood. I found that brotherhood after I left service.
DAV means a sense of normalcy again.
I joined the DAV to be able to have a voice for the veterans so we weren't just left to the wayside.
DAV to me means life.
Now, this next young lady is at an unfair advantage because she's in the past 2 years these talent shows has won. Back for a three-peat and presented by VFW Post 7262 Auxiliary, Daphne Keys.
somebody. All I want is, and all I need is, to find somebody, oh find somebody like you. First things first, I'ma say all the words inside my head. I'm fired up and tired of the way that things have been. Ooh, the way that things have been. Oh, the second thing second, don't you tell me what you think that I can be. I'm the walking at the sail, I'm the master of my sea. Ooh, the master of my sea. I was walking from a young age, shaking myself into the masses, writing my poems for the few that look at me, took me, shook me, feeling me, singing from heart. The pain, taking my message from the rain, speaking my lesson from the brain, seeing the beauty from the You made me a believer, believer. You brought me up, you made me a believer, believer. Hey, I let the borders fight, I let them rain. My love, my God, it came from You made me a believer, believer. If everything starts, send a prayer to the ones up above. All the hate that you put, turn your spirit to a dove. Ooh, your spirit of a dove. Ooh, I'm choking in the crowd, living my brain up in the cloud, falling like ashes to the ground, hoping my feelings would drown. But they never did, ever they're dipping and flowing, inhibited, limited, till I woke up in a rain down. It rained down like You made me a believer, believer. You built me a believer, believer. Hey, I let the borders fight, I let them rain. My love, my God, it came from You made me a believer, believer. These things last by the grace of the fire and the flames. You're the face of the future, the blood in my veins. Oh, ooh, the blood in my veins. Oh, ooh. But they never did, ever lived, dipping and flowing, inhibited, limited, till I woke up and it rained down. It rained down. You made me a believer, believer. You made me a believer, believer. Hey, I let the borders fight, I let them rain. My love, my God, it came from You made me a believer, believer.
All right, thank you, Daphne, for a great performance. Yeah, right. All right, next up. By the way, don't forget 50/50 drawing, souvenir T-shirts, lots of good stuff over at the table when you get a chance to take a break. And coming up later tonight, the music of Superconductor. That was Daphne Keys performing for you, our second act of the night. Next up is our first entry of its kind in the 3-year history of this talent show. We think he's mixing comedy with music, but we're just going to have to see. Would you welcome to the stage, please, Pete Kiesauer. Pete, welcome.
I'd like to apologize in advance for anything I may say or do at this point in time. He said something about comedy and music. My playing's pretty funny. I would like to point out that I was a mailman and I retired about 2 months ago. As a matter of fact, Chief Blackboard was one of my victim customers. Customers. And at one time I delivered his home and his work. So he is a 2-time loser. All right. The post office. The post office was analyzed by Ralph Nader about 5-6 years before I started, way back in 1988. I had almost 29 years in, until my feet called me up and said, Pete, What the hell? 6 miles a day? 8 miles a day? What is this? Your bunions are the size of Connecticut. You know, what is the deal here? So I got out of the post office. Ralph Nader called the post office an amazingly graceful pig on stilts. Man, does that guy have insight. Wow. I would also like to point out that several funny things happened to me when I was on my route. I was trying to think of what the funniest one was. These people's name was Panagoulis. Andreas was a Greek national, married an American woman, and I walk up with their mail one day where their house was at a T. Their house was on the corner of a T of streets. And I walked up, and Andreas he's standing there, and I hand the mail to her, and his wife comes up. Andy, I'll be ready in 5 minutes. They are this far apart. What? I'll be ready in 5 minutes. What? I'll be ready in 5 minutes, Andy! 5 minutes, I'll be ready! He was about to kill him. I'm just going to strangle this guy. And he goes, 5 minutes, yes. So I finished the route, and I give him the mail, and I walk back, and I'm coming around the other way where I went by the side of their house, and God is my witness, this fellow had a leaf blower trying to get the cat out from under the car because the cat wasn't allowed outside. It was parked in the street. So I come running around the corner, and there he is. Kitty! 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 Oh, Kitty! I'm standing there with the mail with my eye twitching. You know, folks, I don't have white hair because it makes me pretty. I have it because this kind of thing happens all the time. And when you're in the post office, they make remain calm, madam. In the post office, we only kill each other. Okay? The general public is largely safe. Okay? I'm in the superconductor band later. My friend Greg and I started this about 1,000 years ago. Been going on it quite a while, and it's a lot of fun until you have to put up stage lights. Stage lights with their cables in there. It's out 1/4 millionth of an inch. I'm not walking around. Oh, why doesn't it work? Oh, and then everybody like starts to pick up their keys and move towards their car. He's going to go on one of those rampages again. Oh, not too good. Another funny thing that happened to me in the post office. This was about 15 years ago up in Union. And Mr. Blackwell no doubt knows Eddie Bolins. Eddie Bolins was something of an unfortunate individual. Wasn't terribly well educated. He sort of talked a little funny. It is what it is. And I came up to a cluster box. Some of you folks that live in an apartment know what a cluster box is, where I open up the back and I put, I don't know, in this case it was 16 apartments worth of mail. And Eddie comes up to me and he goes, "You got anything for me today?" And I said, "No, Eddie, not today." And he goes, "Well, it doesn't matter anyway. The East Pole is going to melt and kill us all." East Pole, huh? Eddie, is that on the planet that you're from? God is my witness, folks. He said, "I'm not from the planet!" At least I don't think so. It's just what he said. And again, I'm standing going, "Well done, Ed. Victory is yours. You win." I withdraw the statement, Your Honor. Wow. At least I don't think I'm from a planet. Is that what you just said? I had to rewind that one. Oh, let's see. What else? As you can see, this is terribly well scripted. I walk around because my feet don't like me in one position very long. And plus it distributes the weight on the stage so that, the earth doesn't start to wobble. The authorities stop me at the county. "Where are you going, Pedro?" "I gotta go to Greenville. I got a bit to do tonight." You're not, you know what it is. The ocean is over that way. When it does that, you're allowed to go over this way. So that's how that is. Music. A long time ago, my brother handed me his piece of crap Japanese guitar. "Mr. Computer Guy, can you look up on the internet G Holiday, and we'll have everybody look at this stalwart piece of musical magic that was something like $17 in 1964.
Sorry, no can do. No good Wi-Fi here.
Thanks for helping. I know half you people going, now what was that idiot saying about 64? It's the absolute cure for insomnia, I'm telling you. And what were they saying about the Japanese? Your spouse the next day, I can't get him up. I think he died. He's in a coma. That's how it is. But music. My older brother gave me the guitar. He hands it to me. The first thing I did was, for some reason, folks, this is considered right-handed. You saw a young Daphne, and I believe all her songs were original. Is that correct, Daphne? I can't see you out there. Oh, I thought you wrote those. Okay. It still was pretty well done. But when she played guitar, that's considered right-handed. I don't know why. The left hand does all the work. Who decides this stuff? We need to have a talk. Anyway, so I pick it up right-handed or left-handed. Of course, my brother smacks me. Wrong. But I like it that. Okay. So, my parents had a piano in the basement, and then a friend of mine introduced me to synthesizers. I'll find him and get even. Lousy guy. So, as you can tell, tonight's thing will be somewhat sophisticated. Ooh. Let's unmute the channels there, Pedro. We won't have any of that. So we're... This is something called a clone wheel that simulates a real Hammond organ. I do not bring the real Hammond organ because it weighs about as much as that second biggest moon around Saturn. Ganymede, I think that's how they actually do that in the sales brochure. And you'll enjoy the stability of a Hammond C3 organ, as it's the exact same weight as the moon Ganymede. Look that one up there, Janie. I think I'm pronouncing it right. I believe he was a Greek god or something. Or perhaps he was a crappy itinerant musician that did comedy on the side.
It was a she.
What?
Ganymede's a she, not a he.
I have letters of apology to write then. Dear Planetary Naming Service, look, I had a beer, I was out of control. One thing led to another, and I got arrested by a guy that was in the audience. I'm working you tonight, aren't I, Blackwell? Wow. Tom, you're the only guy I know for 25 miles except these other idiots. Anyway, it's a good band. I hope you like it later. We worked really, really hard on it. Thanks for your time.
The Greenville Veterans Memorial Park and Digital Library is grateful to our gold sponsors, VFW Post 7262, Second National Bank, the Early Bird Newspaper, H&R Block, silver sponsors, VFW Sunday Bingo, Rodney Oda CPA, Doug and Mark Shields Financial Planning, bronze sponsors, VFW Post 6560 Dayton, Bach to Rock Music, VFW Post 9550, Dark County DAV 57, and Heidel Auto Sales. The Veterans Memorial Park and Digital Library is thankful to all our current sponsors and humbly asks you to become one too.
Interactive Media has put together a Halloween special, Extraterrestrial Enigma.
The October day was as cold as Greasthorn's room. I could hear the noise of the cold rain on my shoulder, despite there not actually being any rain. I'll have to check into that sometime. Anywho, I was heading to IMTV just like any other day, passing by the cold corridors of MedTech. Who knows what kind of business went down there? IMTV. What would I do without you?
People, we need to focus. It's time to work on senior send-off. You guys have been playing games, you've been on YouTube, you've been wasting time, and Alex, well, he's sleeping. We need to get busy. I want this to be a better production than it was last year. And then the last thing we need to do is have some kind of an interruption barging in our door. And I gotta do my best there.
Yo, it's Terry Eugene! Heck yeah, what up?
Excuse me, do you have your baby pictures done?
Well, you see, we were going to, but we found this really cool shirt for Terry, so yeah.
Move over, Miss Hoover. Marcia needs a photo shoot.
Okay, let's go. Yeah.
Alright guys, I know we're going to be in here for a while, but, you know, we got a brainstorm, so come on, get up here. But, you know, it's not all bad, because I have candy corn. Come on, candy corn. Why Tyler thought that was a good idea, I'll never understand. Locked up in a cold room together, tensions rising, and the only source of food we had left was candy corn. Horrible, horrible candy corn. Even to this day, I can remember that foul, foul taste.
That alien, Terry Eugene, is stealing my thunder and my clothes. Terry, because of you, we're stuck with candy corn.
Personally, I just don't like Tool.
That alien's gonna steal my job. I would like to see him praise me as senior editor.
Well, personally, I just don't like the idea of aliens, or Star Wars for that matter. Maybe that's why I'm so lonely. Well, it is just illogical how, you know, we even have this alien here. So, I don't feel that it's appropriate for us to have it here.
Why do we have it here?
You have a problem with alien?
Yeah. Well, I just don't
You address
feel
that.
You know, it goes against all school
What's
regulations.
your
to
problem?
have-
Yeah, Tyler, you some kind of racist.
He doesn't have
going on?
a visitor's pass.
So?
And that's
Visitor's pass.
a visitor's pass.
He's got
He
his
is-
green card. Look, he's even green.
Well, that's
He's
lucky
supporting our
boy.
school.
That doesn't, you know.
He is supporting our
constitute-
school, and you're okay with it.
Yeah.
Look, you're really,
Look, even-
you're really
even-
pointing some fingers at me. I'm just trying to do my
My God.
What would Captain do?
Oh, jeez, man.
Meh, that's what you get for stealing my shirt.
My word!
Hey, that's evidence, buddy. That's evidence.
That was a great photo shoot, guys. What's going on? It's really great.
Terry! Terry! No! My son! Who did it?
Oh, man.
Who do you think did it?
I think he did.
I think it was Tyler. He was the first one to say that Terry didn't need to be here.
Now, real quick, it was probably Jacob because he was mad about Terry stealing his thunder.
Oh, man, come on. Let's use evidence. Hold on. I'm a detective. I am a detective.
Fellas. Guys, everybody calm down. I think I know who did it. Alright, Marcia. Let's dance. I know you did it. Huh? Why did you do it? Was it for the insurance money? Hey, dude, chill. Go get yourself a drink or something, alright? Go get yourself a coffee. Alright. Anything? You good, Marcia? Here, I'll help you. It was her. It was her! I knew it was her! Okay. No, I'm good. I'm chill. I'm chill. I'm chill. You chill? You chill. Listen, Marcia. I'm just trying to figure out who killed Eugene. Was it you? No stress. We're just all trying to be friends here. Or are we?
Hey, come on.
I just need to know.
We can't all be bad cops here.
I just need to know.
Listen, Marcia. There's a lot of stress on you right now. I understand that. But I just need to find out who did
Leave her alone!
it.
She's
and why.
innocent! She was in the studio with us when Terry was murdered. It wasn't her.
Well, she didn't do it. Who did?
I don't know, but it wasn't her.
Well,
Listen, guys. Somebody here did it, and I will not rest until I find out who.
Alex, only a dork would say something like that. Now, someone here did it, and I won't rest till I find out who.
The hours ticked away, and we were running out of time. So we put our best people hard at work for senior send-off.
I can't take this anymore. This deflatener, whatever we're calling it. I can't take it. I gotta get out of there.
Not so fast, Negan.
Crappy.
Why you gotta leave so soon? You got a guilty conscience? Isn't it a bit suspicious that the one day Terry wears his Tool shirt, he gets deflated?
Look, I would never hurt Terry, even if Tool is a bit overrated.
You take that back, Logan.
I would if you'd start listening to good music. Oof.
I personally think some of it's a great game.
You know what? I don't like it.
You know what?
On our journey to try to find out the monster who deflated Terry Eugene, who's to say we didn't become just as twisted? Hoover, we know you did it. But why?
So you figured out my secret. You will now all have to pay.
I could see the fire in her eyes, the flames of anger and bloodlust. I knew we were in over our heads.
For the trip to Asian Buffet.
What? Okay. Or maybe Hoover had just gotten pretty hungry.
We'll all pay the price. We're gonna go to Asian Buffet. We can't work on empty stomachs, right?
So Paige, what about Terry Eugene? I mean...
Well, to be honest, he was getting a little old to me anyway. Had him for a couple years now. I mean, he's not exactly a young boy either. I mean, look at that Tool shirt. When's the last time you saw a kid wearing a Tool shirt?
Yeah. So ends the story of Terry Eugene, a humble alien who found his way stuck in Ohio. Something I'm sure we can all relate to. As time went on, Marcia eventually moved past him, finding bittersweet happiness in a younger, more educated balloon named Todd. Although she has lived a happy life, she still finds in her old age reminders of her old lover whenever she looks to the sky. Or someone with a pen gets a little too close for comfort. As for IMTV, we went on an amazing lunch to Asian Buffet. Alex, of course, being the bum he is, fell asleep at the hibachi grill. And all seemed right in the world. As for senior send-off, well, I suppose you just have to wait and find out.
All right, how's everybody doing so far? Enjoying yourselves? Sounds good. Sounds good. How about one more round of applause for the presentation of, by the way, our fourth presentation of the night from IMTV of Greenville High School. For those of you watching at home, as well as our judges and panel of judges and audience, that was your fourth entry into tonight's talent show. And before we move forward, I need a volunteer to help me with something. There's a young man. Is he asleep back there? Would you want to, young man, would you want to come up front here and help me with something? Could you come up? You can come right up through here. Yeah, that's right. Give him a round of applause. Hi, what is your name? Come right over here.
Aiden Keys.
Aiden Keys. Now, are you related to the young lady with the guitar up here earlier?
Yes.
And how are you related to Daphne?
She's my sister.
Okay, are you a musician? Do you play an instrument? Are you going to follow in your sister's footsteps?
Somewhat.
Do you play an instrument? What do you play?
Piano.
Very good. Well, we hope in the very near future to see you up here as a part of our talent show as well. Now, we are going to show these, with your help, show these fine people in the audience a little something. And for the sake of the judges and everyone watching at home, I am not a part of the talent show. Although I'm sure you will be tempted to rate my performance very high. I just need you to know that I'm not competing tonight, okay? Aiden, what I would like for you to do is to pick one of these apples. There's 4 apples in there. You take whichever one you want. Are you sure? Would you like to change your mind? Okay, good, good. What we're doing is putting a hole through the apple. Aiden as my witness. Let's just see if we can get that core out of there. Want a snack? No, I don't think so. Smart kid. All right, how does that look? Can you see right through there? Great. If you would open up that bag, we're going to put the apple. Anything in the bag? I was last night. All right, I need somebody to hang on to this for me. If your arm doesn't get tired, try to hold it up high where everybody can see it for the next couple of minutes. If your arm gets tired, we understand. All right, Aiden, what I need from you is to write your name on that scarf. Write it big so that everybody can see it, even in the back of the room.
Better than I am.
Very good penmanship, by the way. Very good. Do you want to put any kind of mark or anything? If you see that again, do you think you'll be able to recognize it?
Yes.
Very good. Aiden's signature and the apple. What I'd like you to do is blow on the hanky. I said blow, not spit, okay? There you go, and watch. Right before your eyes. Now, do you remember a minute ago, a young lady in the audience agreed to help me out by holding on to a bag with the apple. Has that apple left your control in the last several minutes?
No, it hasn't.
Has anyone approached you in an attempt to eat the apple?
No, they haven't.
Very good, thank you. Watch. Have you seen that before?
No.
Hold that up for everybody to see. Is that your hanky? Aiden, thank you very much. Feel free to hold on to the hanky. Thank you for your help. All right. Next up, if we're ready to proceed, next up, and here for the first time, presented by VFW Post 7262, Miss Madison Bradburn. Welcome to the stage.
Every turn I take, every trail I track, every path I make, every road leads back to the place I know, where I cannot go, where I long to be. See the line of the sky to see, it calls me, and no one knows before it goes. If the wind in my sail and the sea stays behind me, one day I'll know. Telling how far I'll go. I know everybody on this island seems so happy on this island. Everything is by design. I know everybody on this island has a role on this island, so maybe I can go with mine. I can lead with pride, I can make us strong. I'll be satisfied if I play along. What's beyond that line? Will I cross that line? See the line where the sky meets the sea. It calls me, and no one knows where it goes. If the wind in my sail on the sea stays
Madison Bradburn in her vocals. Are we good to proceed to the next act? Great. For your enjoyment, up next, the Maloneys and their friends are back with another attempt at humor. They say they've raised the bar.
There's a bar?
Speaking of the bar, I was in the canteen just the other night, and in walked a giraffe. Yeah, walked up to the bar, looked around, and said, "Highballs on me." Highballs on me.
This is a family establishment, please.
Point taken, point taken. But the Maloneys have, or at least have said, they've raised the bar. Here they are, and presented by Dennis Maloney, the Dennis Maloney family, who I believe is watching the live stream out there in Las Vegas, perhaps? Las Vegas, yeah. So presented by the Dennis Maloney family and in memory of James T. Antonucci, Goonies Jeopardy!
Welcome. I am Alex Teabag, your guest for Goonies Trivia. Goonies Jeopardy, the first and last ever. So I promise you'll never see this again, so pay attention. Okay? All right, first up, we're going to... so Goonies Jeopardy, if you don't know, is just like Jeopardy, but we use your favorite Goonies characters. All right? Okay? So, first up, our very first favorite character, everyone knows Data!
And you'll be the first to see it.
Next up is everyone knows this Goonie the most, Chunk! Chunk! Who wants to see the Trouble Shovel? Who? I can't hear you. Who wants to hear the Trouble Shovel? Come on! Trouble Shovel! Trouble Shovel! Trouble Shovel! Trouble Shovel! Trouble Shovel! Trouble Shovel! Ah! There we go. Trouble Shuffle. Very good, very good. And we saved the best for last. Our best adopted Goonie, if you've seen the movie, here he is, Sloth.
What? Where'd you go, man? Where are you, buddy? Come on, guy.
Where'd he go?
Where'd you go, guy? Come on. We got a show going on, buddy. Come on. Let's go, guy. Where are you?
I don't know where he's headed. Sloth! Hey, you all help me find Sloth. 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 There you go. Sloth. Sloth. Sloth.
What are you doing here?
Yeah, man. Come on, man. Let's go. We gotta go.
Welcome, Sloth. I'm glad you could make it, sir, to Goonies Jeopardy. Our categories, punchlines and birthdays. Chunk, you're first to pick your category.
Okay, guys, I'll take punchlines for 200.
Okay.
He hasn't given us the question, buddy.
All right.
Good job, though.
Yes, Sloth, wait for the question, okay? Wait for the question. Punchlines for 200. What is an asset? No, sir, that's not correct.
An asset is a thing of value.
No, that's incorrect. Yes, John.
Come on, guys. An asset is a baby donkey.
Correct. All right, choose, John.
Oh man. I don't know. It don't look too good, man. Punchlines for well, let's go with birthdays for 1,000.
Okay, we'll go with birthdays for 1,000.
I'm gonna get this one.
Hey, you guys!
Good job.
You sure you don't want like punchlines for 400?
Okay, Alex, I'll go with you're smarter than me, Alex. Let's go with punchlines for 400.
I like punchlines. I'm
Punchlines for
punchlines.
What do you get when you cross Count Dracula and... Will you guys stop popping that thing until the question? You're popping the question. All right, punchlines for 400. What do you do when you cross Count Dracula and Frosty the Snowman?
Baby Ruth.
No, sir. No, sir.
That's a good guess, but
No, sir. Yes, Data.
a vampire and a snowman. Frostbite.
That's correct. That's correct. Pick, Data. Pick. And please pick the right one.
How about I want to go with birthdays for 1,000.
1,000. Oh, good job that you're picking birthdays for 1,000.
Oh, I wanted that category.
Hey, you're gonna get it next time.
All right, here we go. What well-known veterans entity celebrated its 99th year this year?
Oh.
Yes.
Don Dietrich.
No, sir.
That's right.
Pop! Yes, sir. No, sir. No, sir, that's incorrect. That's incorrect.
99 years. The American Legion.
That is correct.
You got some string on you, Alex. Hey, you got some string on you, Alex.
Yes, thank you. Choose, Data.
How about we stick with birthdays for 800, Alex?
Very good, very good. What well-known veterans entity celebrated its 118th birthday?
Oh, 118 years. That is Don Dietrich.
No, incorrect, incorrect.
Wait.
Come on,
The
man.
VFW, Alex. Oh man. I'll take birthdays for 400.
All right, a suit you wear every day.
Punchlines for 400.
A suit you wear every day.
Oh,
Birthdays, a suit you wear every day.
a lawsuit.
No.
Baby Ruth.
No.
A birthday suit.
Yes, correct.
Don't make me do it again, Alex.
All right, Chunk, pick.
Oh man.
You can't make a bad choice. They're all good choices.
Let's go with punchlines for 800?
What well-known,
birthdays for 800!
There you go. What well-known entity celebrated its 97th birthday?
DJ!
No! No!
Oh! That would be the DAV!
That is correct! Go ahead, choose Data.
She gets all the good questions.
With, birthdays for 200?
What is the easiest way to remember, or remember your wife's birthday?
This is mine, guys. Install a birthday reminder app on your phone.
No, incorrect.
No. You ask her, but you only ask her one time. Any more than that, and you're wrong. Just once.
Okay, that's correct, I guess.
I know.
Or the punchlines, forget it once.
That's what my record said.
Yeah.
It's a better punchline that way.
Yeah, that one.
All right, Chunk, choose.
Oh, yeah, guy. I'll take punchlines for 2,000. I want 2,000.
Why did the dead teddy bear skip dessert?
Oh, man.
You guys are slow with the poppers.
What?
What?
What was the question?
Why did the teddy bear skip dessert? You already popped in.
Teddy bears don't eat.
That's incorrect.
Because he was stuffed.
That is correct.
Like me.
That is correct. Choose, Chunk.
Why are you always making me choose, Alex?
Because you're supposed to be getting these answers correct.
Why am I popping, Alex?
I don't know.
It's like reflex now.
I don't know.
I think I'll go with punchlines again.
Okay, punchlines.
Categories left there.
What did the fish say when he swam into the wall?
Oh, I know it. I know it. Ouch.
That's incorrect.
Oh. The fish said, damn.
Correct. Choose, Data.
I'll take, how about punchlines for all the money, 1,000.
All right. Did you hear that Mr. Goodbar and Peppermint Patty had a child? What was the name of that child? Chunk! Or I'm sorry, Sloth. Sloth.
Baby Ruth.
That's correct! That's correct! All right. We are going to move into Final Jeopardy. And they're already working on their answers here. The answers to this question. After the United States, Germany produces the most of this deliciousness. Now, let's check our answers. Chunk, today's leader, you said pretzels. No,
that's what I wrote down, Alex.
That's incorrect, and you bet it all. I'm sorry, you're out, Chunk.
Man.
You're out.
Come on, guy.
Let's see, Data.
So sorry, but I'll share. I'll buy lunch.
Data, you said beer. No, that's incorrect. Chunk, or I'm sorry, Chunk. Sloth, you said Chunk. What? What is that? What is that, Chunk? Or Sloth? Chocolate is correct. You win it all. You win it all, Sloth. Good job. That's it, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. We'll never be here again.
Come on, buddy. Let's go take some selfies. Come on.
Hey, Elmo,
Yeah,
Rosita,
see?
I have a question for you.
See?
What does my father, my husband, four of my uncles, my cousin all have in common?
They're all boys.
Okay, that's good. That's
Family-
not bad.
they're all related
They're
to
all
you.
veterans.
Oh, veterans.
Isn't that remarkable?
That's
there are
really
so many
cool.
veterans in our country, over 23 million, and they've all served admirably and bravely. And you know who else has served? Their families, including their children.
Oh, really? And
You
you know
betcha.
what? They're all my heroes.
Here, here. Happy Veterans Day, everyone.
We love you. Mwah.
Ceremony. No.
Well, that last performance was something. I don't know if that's good or it was something. Next up is Jim Crispin with a new persona and song. He is Elvis the King.
Oh boy. Oh, here we go. Ronnie Elvis. Sorry about that. I can die now. I can die. Move over.
Try the next mic there, Elvis. Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Return the sender. I gave a letter to the postman and put it in his sack. By early next morning, he brought my letter back. He wrote upon it, return the sender, address unknown, no such number.
There's something different there.
No such song. We had a quarrel, a lover's bet. I write, I'm sorry, but my letter keeps coming back. So I popped it in the mailbox and sent a special deed. Bright early next morning, they came right back to me. You brought on return sender, address unknown, no such person, no such zone. This time I'm gonna take advice and put it right in her hand. And if it comes back the very next day, then I'll understand. Somebody gonna return the sender, address unknown, no such number, no such zone. Return the sender, return the sender. Return the sender. Thank you very much.
Elvis Presley no longer has that rock and roll beat. The tempo is hut 2 3 4 for Private Presley. He's at Camp Chaffee, Arkansas, beginning his 2-year Army hitch courtesy of the Memphis Draft Board. Like any ex-civilian raw recruit, the king of rock and roll will be keeping time to non-hip bugle calls. Involuntarily retired, the gyrating guitarist's departure from the public eye left his blue jean fans all shook up, so we hear. But Elvis doesn't seem to mind at all.
All right, one more time, Jim as Elvis. My young apprentice, have you ever heard of Elvis? Do you know who Elvis is?
Yeah, I love the Beatles.
Okay. All right. Well, listen, finally tonight, another talent show favorite has returned. Presented tonight by H&R Block. Please put your hands together for Taylor Bowers. You know, I was wondering, before you perform, have you ever wondered which letter in the word scent is silent? The S or the C? I don't do this to me, she said. Okay. Are we ready for Taylor Bowers? Okay, good luck.
There's a fire starting in my heart, reaching a fever pitch and it's bringing me out the dark. Lovely, I can see you crystal clear. Go ahead and sell me out and I'll lay your ship bare. See how I leave with every piece of you. Don't underestimate the things that I will do. There's a fire starting in my heart, reaching a fever pitch and it's bringing me out the dark. The scars of your love remind me of us. They keep me thinking that we almost had it all. The scars of your love, they leave me breathless. I can't help feeling we could have had it all. Rolling in the deep, you had my heart inside your hands, and you played it to the beat. Baby, I had no story to be told, but I heard one on you and I'm gonna make your head burn. Think of me in the depths of your despair, making a hometown there is mine, sure won't be shared. The scars of your love remind me of us. They keep me thinking that we almost had it all. The scars of your love, they leave me breathless. I can't help feeling we could have had it all. Rolling in the deep, you had my heart inside your hands, and you played it to the beat. Could have had it all. Rolling in the deep, you had my heart inside your hands, and you played it with your beating. Throw your soul through every open door. Count your blessings to find what you look for. Turn my sorrow into treasure gold. You pay me back in kind and reap just what you sow. We could have had it all. We could have had it all. It all. We could have had it all. Rolling in the deep, you had my heart inside your hands, and you played it to the beat. Could have had it all. Rolling in the deep, you had my heart inside your hands, and you played it, you played it, you played it, you played it to the beat.
Taylor Bowers. All right, that is our talent show performance for the night. You see the mess that one of the acts made? That's why we brought you along, my young friend. The broom is in the closet, and we'll need this cleaned up before the band comes on stage to entertain. Yeah. Okay, it's time to start the deliberation process. The best overall performance and the most original performance will be selected tonight by our fine panel of celebrity judges up front here. And I need that thing in your hand, please.
I can't do both.
You can't do both, right? That's right. You can't multitask. But listen, this year, for the first time, the People's Choice Award will be voted on using internet voting. So even if you're watching at home, you have an opportunity to vote via our Facebook page, Veterans Memorial Park and Digital Library. So get on the internet if you're watching at home, and for those of you in our audience tonight, you can use your cell phones right now and go to Veterans Memorial Park and Digital Library and cast your vote via Facebook, okay? Anybody doesn't have Facebook in this day and age? Anybody care to admit it? Oh, I see one. You should be ashamed, sir. My 81-year-old mother is here, and she has a Facebook page, okay? But listen, before you vote, let's take a moment and why don't we review our acts.
Our chairman, Don Dietrich, sing with Merle, Family Bible.
And then we heard from Daphne Keys.
Comedy of Pete Kiesauer.
Mistakes were made, okay?
IMTV's Halloween Special.
Madison Bradburn sing How Far I'll Go.
And then, of course, we had the Maloney's and Friend playing Goonies Jeopardy.
Jim Christman as Elvis the King.
And finally tonight we had the vocals of Taylor Bowers. All right, voting will begin right now on our Facebook page. So please like us while you're there and vote. Veterans Memorial Park and Digital Library. Voting's going to end at the conclusion of the second song from our upcoming entertainment. At the conclusion of their second song, voting will stop, okay? The band Superconductor is here tonight. So listen, you don't have much time, so please vote now. And if you don't have a Facebook account, once again, really? Okay, all right. There's two of you, okay. There are paper ballots that are available at the table to my right, your left. And while you're over there, please, everyone, don't forget to drop something into the donation jug because you got in here tonight for free, and this has been a great night of entertainment, so hopefully you can be generous in your support for the Veterans Memorial Park and Digital Library. Now, folks, if you would, welcome to the stage the spectacular
Superconductor.
We're just going to distract the rest of you while these judges, hopefully we're not going to distract the judges. The judges need to make their decisions and put their numbers down. I have to say, I really enjoyed this entire show. There wasn't a single act that I didn't find entertaining. Very lucky group of people. Good. Reed, did you have a favorite? Did you have a favorite? The people that performed?
Whoever made this mess, I don't know.
Oh, he's not going to tell me. He's not going to tell us we don't want to sway them. We don't want to sway the judges. I have my favorite too.
Is that all we got, Fred? I mean, it's
He's working on it. He's working on it. Thanks for having us out here tonight. We definitely appreciate it. We've had a very interesting night so far. Normally, when I come out to do a show with these guys, there's nothing interesting going on before you get on stage. And this was a unique exception. Loved it. What a fun time. We're just going to do a few songs while the judges think.
Are you there? Am I there?
Took my love to guitar, climbed the mountain and I turned around, and I saw my reflection in the snow-covered hills till the landslide brought me down. Ooh, mirror in the sky, what is love? Can the child within my heart rise above? Can I sail through the changing ocean tides? Can I handle the seasons of my life? I don't know. Well, I've been afraid of changing, 'cause I built my life around you. Time makes you bolder, children get older, and I'm getting older too. Well, I've been afraid of changing, 'cause I've built my life around you. Time makes you bolder, even children get older, and I'm getting older too. Oh, I'm getting older too. So take my love, take it down. Oh, climb a mountain and I turn around, and I saw my reflection in a snow-covered hill till the landslide beat me down. And if you see my reflection in a snow-covered hill, well, maybe the landslide will bring you down, down, down. Maybe the landslide will bring you down. Great Troyer. Yeah, we'll warm up here in a minute. Thank you. Let's get the rest of the superconductor up here. I think it's cleaned up a bit. Oh, all right. Well, I will say something. I never thought I'd see Pete get up here and try comedy. So I'm glad you guys all sat and lived through it. Somehow nobody exploded.
Good, all good.
Jesus, like every day. What do you?
I am.
Nothing special there. They got that nut
Well,
bag.
the rest of us are used to his humor, but no one else is, and I wondered about that. I did.
Well, when you're out there past Neptune and not a lot of sun hitting your panels.
Yep, you and your Ganymede.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Where is Karen?
Would you all please give it up for my wife of almost 38
The
years?
long-suffering Karen Kiesauer. She's the best.
So this is how I do this. But baby, it's only 270 knobs. You'll learn it nothing flat.
No, it's like, no, but baby, I only have 18 keyboards and $9 million invested in my basement.
Oh boy. I owe her a trip to Hawaii or something.
And she's still very, very good at making hors d'oeuvres of every kind. Snacky food. Somehow, Fred, I lost most of my monitor, but that's probably because that was landslide and I was really quiet, sorry. It's all right, no worries. So we're just going to do a couple more while, wait, we're still waiting for the judges to deliberate, right? Oh, all right, they're still working on it. Yes, thank you. Much better, thanks.
I need a little more effect.
Shannon's a little dry, she is.
You should try a moisturizer.
Not that kind of dry, Pete. We all have our skin problems because we're under these lights.
Never mind. Gosh.
Superconductor was started about 6 years ago. Greg and I, Tim in the middle with the red guitar, we decided we wanted to have a cover band. And we called up Jane. We found her ad somewhere. She posted it. About 20 minutes later, both of us called her.
His name's Greg, by the way.
We were on her like stink on poop and nothing flat. And she said yes. Jane is part of quite a big following down in Dayton with the music community down that way.
Been a long time. No.
And yeah, we've
nope.
We've all done it for a long time, right there, Ace?
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Rita's 65 and he's still going through puberty. Yeah. No, I'm not.
Sorry. That's my singing
What's
voice.
the Brady Bunch? No, not that.
So 7 people on a stage is crowded. So Dwight and I will be up here. Would you please tune my East
In each other's face. Hey.
And if you guys are out of tune when we start this, I'm stopping it.
No, we're all right.
Yep, I'm stopping it.
Okay.
Complete nights so long ago when I was all so strong, you know, waiting to never see myself, you know, but I'd rather wait and see each other in the dream. Look back.
too. A little bit hard on the chords. I got a bit of a cold, sorry about that. But we learned this song just for today. We've never sang this song before. And we had a little bit of fun doing it too, so thank you for that. We're gonna have Dwight, you're gonna sing this one, right?
Hey.
This is Dwight Bowden, he's gonna sing most of this anyway.
Except for me.
Alright.
You guys, what's that breathing sound?
Luke. So I guess there's only one thing that is left to be said at a show called Rock of Ages, and that is Don't you believe in cloud and roll? Alright. I got something to say. Yeah, it's better to burn out than fade away. We'll start a fire. Come on, rise up, gather round, rock this place to the ground. Burn it up, let's go for broke. Watch it not, go up in smoke. Rock on, rock on. Drive me crazy, yeah. No serenade, no fire again, just a pyromania. What do you want? What do you want? Yes, I do. Let's strike the light, gonna burn like dynamite. I don't care if it takes all night, gonna set this town alight. Come on. What do you want? What do you want? All right.
We're gonna, are the judges ready or no? Yes, no? We can do another one or two before we do our set later, but let's do another song. Okay.
I'm so sorry.
That was an unintentional...
This is what happens when you have a stage you're not used to. I'm like, oops.
Yeah, I'll change your patch for you, Greg.
Here, I'll change your entire board and reset it to factory.
Oh, great. I'll step on your priceless Ming Baz.
Hey, I want a door prize.
Hey!
What size door? Big door? Garage?
Hey, Superconductor, we feel a good song is a good song is a good song, period. We don't care about style or genre, that's where we're all over the map. Folks, we have literally done an Olivia Newton-John song followed by Rush. Talk about stripping your gears.
I'm sorry, I don't have a better one.
All right, and we don't know this very well, but we'll give it a shot. And we love this song, by the way. Maybe.
This is quite possibly the oldest song we play.
No, it is the oldest song we play. I did the math. And it does go back a bit. Did we say 64?
At least.
What? No, it's before 70 something.
71.
Oh, 71. You think 71? I thought it was before that, but
I was born in 71.
Yeah, go away, Dave. How many of you remember 1971?
he's a baby.
Nixon,
Right.
when the Reds started to be good, right? And then that came to a crashing halt, didn't it? Yeah. engaged to 7.
I don't think that's going to happen.
All right, another hand for Superconductor.
We'll be back later. Thank you.
That's right, they will be back to party the night away with us. But that's some great rock and roll, guys. Thanks for being here. All right, we are back. If you can find your seat, please. The winners have been determined, and we're ready to announce the judges' decision. But first, please help me thank all the acts that worked so hard to be here and entertain us, and for such a great cause. No matter what the final outcome, as they say, and I truly mean this, just for the fact that they supported our cause, all of these acts are winners, and I think you would agree with us. Now, please, how about a round of applause for everyone who's worked so hard behind the scenes, both tonight and over the last 12 months. This event has been in the planning since we finished last year's event. So a lot of people here that have been working so hard in preparation and taking and assuring this event took place. So how about a round of applause for all of that? Okay, first to present the award for the People's Choice, and a special award as well. Would you welcome the commander of this great post, 7262. Welcome, Commander, and currently serving our country. Welcome, Commander Dean Delk.
Thank you. First, I would like to present an award for our selection of the Law Enforcement Officer of the Year. He's in the audience and doesn't know he's getting this award. But after a lifetime of service to this community as police chief, it is well deserved. Please help me congratulate Chief Dennis Butts.
This honor means so much to me, and I'll just give you the top 2 reasons. One, it's being given to me on a day that honors the true heroes of this country, our American veterans. I mean, and the second reason is being bestowed upon me by people who I consider to be my true heroes, the men and women of our, armed forces, of the greatest nation in the world. Thank you.
Again, I'd like to thank the Chief. Also, I'm proud to announce the People's Choice Award, Daphne Keys. Daphne Keys. There she is. I believe she's a repeat winner. Congratulations.
All right, next to present the Most Original Act Award, last year's Citizen of the Year recipient and a faculty member in GHS IMTV program. Please welcome to the stage Lori Hoover.
Okay, the most original act is the Dennis Maloney family with the Goonies Judges.
Sloth.
Mike, get in the middle.
Baby Ruth!
Here with me right now is shining examples of veterans everywhere and the head honcho of the Memorial Park and Digital Library, a good but sometimes dangerous mentor to me, Mike Maloney.
Please. Well, while I'm talking, somebody try to find Les. Just keep that hanging there. I'm actually want to give a special award. Actually, I'm going to move somewhere where I don't have to kneel down here. Here we are. First, friends, give me. Let me have three things. I want to thank a bunch of people, and I want to do a little recruiting spiel, and then I can't remember what the third thing I wanted to do. I don't know. But I definitely want to thank some people, and I want to talk to you about recruiting. Then maybe we'll think of the third one. Oh, the third thing is I want to give the award for Citizen of the Year. We give it every year since 1957. That's how far our legacy goes back with that. The VFW here's legacy goes back to 1947. Scott, do you have that one picture of my comments? We can show it. Get that up there. I have an autographed copy of Colonel Barlow's Saluting Our Grandmas, for anyone can tell me who that is in that picture. Anybody? I know the picture's a little foggy. You guys are out of it anyways. Nobody? No guesses?
It's you. It's you.
Oh, the Dents take the prize. That's right. And you know, I'm a glory hound. Everybody knows that. But the reason I'm saying this is this was 1975 in the Daily Advocate, 1975. Okay? That's me when I was 10 years old. Okay? What's that? You're 11. I'm 11 now, that's right. That's right. So when I was 10 years old, this is what I was doing for the VFW, Sons of VFW, 1975. Do you think it's a coincidence that I'm up here pushing veterans and advocating for veterans? No, it's not. Somebody showed me the way when I was 10. And the question I have for you is, that was 42 years ago. I hate to give away my age. Well, in December, it's 42 years ago. But by the way, December, you have like a month for birthday shopping. Okay? So December, that was 42 years ago. Let's look in the crowd. How many 10-year-olds do we have in the crowd? Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. The point I'm making is we have to look at what we want to do as veterans organizations. It's not just VFWs, American Legions, DAVs, AMVETS. We're all in this together. Sergeant Major White told me that. We're all in this together. 707. Thank you, 707, for representing. I also want to thank a couple other people. First, my buddy Rob Jones. You want to talk about? We're talking about 42 years ago, hanging out then, but way before that also. All right, so Rob, Matt, you're awesome. You're awesome courage. My buddy Dave Jones, the first vice 3rd District Commander for the American Legion, and my trained buddy. Thank you very much, sir. It's awesome. I want to thank Big Brothers and Big Sisters for partnering up with us. I expect us to do great things together. There's certainly things we can do. We can help you mentor the Big Brothers and Big Sisters, and you can help give us a sense of purpose. And veterans, if you want to say you don't need it, you do. You don't understand how difficult it is to come back or come out of service. Colonel Barlow and I were both talking about this the other day. It's difficult to come out of service, and it's hard for us to admit that. It's hard for us to admit it's difficult. Big Brothers and Big Sisters would give us that purpose. You know, IMTV connecting with them gives us that purpose. We need a mission. We need a mission. We're veterans. We're used to taking care of business and, you know, being focused. And when we get out, That's very difficult, especially if you struggle financially or some other thing, emotionally. So that's what we need to think about. You know, so don't think about, oh, maybe I should join these guys or that guys or that guys. Join them all. Join them all. They're all good organizations. All right, that's enough. I'm not going to yell about veterans organizations anymore. You should. They're all good. They're all good. And you should join them all. So next up is hey, show that thing again. Show the picture again. Next up is Citizen of the Year. I need that picture. I don't know. I don't really need that much. You guys seen it already. I told you 42 years ago. 42 years ago, I also sold poppies as the Sons of VFW with my buddy Dennis Young.
You say poppies?
Poppies. Ah, good job. Good job. Very good. I sold poppies, and when I collected my money, there was somebody, kind of like a big sister to me, and we fight like siblings, that took in that money 42 years ago. 42 years ago. That's how long she's been volunteering for her community. You know what? And she hasn't stopped from that. Sunday bingo, since Christ was a corporal, I don't know. It's 30 years or something like that she's been running bingo. And when we had personnel shortages here at this very post at the canteen, guess who stood up and said, oh, I'll help out? You know? That's who we selected this year. I nominated her, and the rest of the committee obviously was unanimous. All right, so I want to tell you, first, this person, you're going to be like, oh my God, she won Citizen of the Year. It is a fact. She will never win Miss Congeniality, but you know what? This year, she is our Citizen of the Year winner. Lori Dennison, get up here. Honor and privilege, Lori. Hey, come back.
I just want to thank everybody. And I do a lot for down here. I do appreciate what I do down here. I'd really like to say something, but I don't dare to. Thank you.
We don't want to hear what she has to say for sure. Thank you, everybody. I'm going to turn it back over. Oh, actually, did we find Les? No, he must have left. Damn. All right. Well, Les left, so Don, do you want to give the best overall? Or you want me to just give it? Les left. Come on, get up there and give it. You need some words. Don Dietrich again.
And while Don makes his way to the stage, how about a big round of applause for the person who this Veterans Memorial Park, Mike, come back here please. This Veterans Memorial Park and Digital Library has been his brainchild. He works tirelessly to make sure tonight's show and the past 2 years go off. How about a round of applause for this man, Mike Maloney.
My youngest daughter, Collie, if you didn't know. Give her a clap. There.
This is just right. Let's have the little bears go that. What about the 4-H kids? Anyways, the best of show tonight goes to Taylor Bowers. Thank you, Taylor, on behalf of VFW. Congratulations.
Well, that's our show, everyone. We're going to be jamming out to Superconductor. We're going to clean up the area a little bit. Stick around and something funny. Dance the night away.
That's a 50-50. I have a 50-50 announcement.
All right, come on out.
So you know how this works? You're going to get out your tickets and you're going to look at the numbers. My friend Aiden here is going to pick out a ticket and he's going to read off the numbers for you, okay? Okay. Everyone got their tickets out? All of them? Yeah.
All right. All right, you can shake it up. You can do whatever. All right, just pick one, okay? See the number at the bottom? You want me to?
040668.
040668.
Anyone got that?
Bingo.
You're the winner?
Winner?
Are you our winner? All right, awesome. Thank you so much for your donation. It's very helpful to VFW. Thank you.
All right. As Matt said, stick around. Superconductor's coming back up and give you a chance to dance the night away, get your exercise, and enjoy some good live music. Thank you to everyone for being here tonight. And Matt, you done good. How about a round of applause for Matt Kindley? All right, folks. Thank you, everybody.
Good night.
The Greenville Veterans Memorial Park and Digital Library is grateful to our gold sponsors, VFW Post 7262, Second National Bank, the Early Bird newspaper, H&R Block, silver sponsors, VFW Sunday Bingo, Rodney Oda CPA, Doug and Mark Shields Financial Planning, bronze sponsors, VFW Post 6560 Dayton, Bach to Rock Music, VFW Post 9550, Dark County DAV 57, and Heidel Auto Sales. The Veterans Memorial Park and Digital Library is thankful to all our current sponsors and humbly asks you to become one too.